kickoff breakfast here in Tennessee. The start of the Irish festivities, accumulating in a parade next Saturday, and everybody's here from Houston, Miss Houston County to St. Patrick. The band will be performing for us as they do each year. Be beautiful music here. We're sponsored by Ace Hardware at Tennessee Ridge, Signature Healthcare of Hearing, Houston County Drug Alliance, and the Nation's First Bank. We'll be starting here in a few minutes and hope you thoroughly enjoy the show today.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to here in Tennessee. We're at City Hall for the kickoff breakfast. This is Philip Chambers with Solid Gospel 105, and we're fixing to go to the main stage for the Houston County Chamber President, Linda Tongdale.
We would like to welcome everyone to the kickoff of the 49th Annual Irish Day Celebration. This is an exciting time for our little community, and our little community pulls off a big celebration. What started as a way to promote the rich Irish heritage has succeeded probably beyond even the imagination of the original founders. Pretty weather can bring well over 20,000 people to celebrate with us, giving us an opportunity to showcase what we already know is a wonderful place to live. This festival is a success because of the combined effort of many organizations and individuals, and I am personally proud to be a part of it. So we welcome you not only to be a part of this kickoff, but to join us for a full week of activities culminating on the Saturday, March 19th parades, Arts and Craft Festival, musical entertainment, and a carnival for all ages. And now, Kim Wallace, Houston County's very own St. Patrick, and the pastor of the United Methodist Church will lead us for in the invocation.
It's not as much fun to wear this as it looks. Let us pray. Like the gracious green hills of the Emerald Isle, so you renew the earth by the coming of spring, O Lord. As we give thanks for the blessings of the past, so we offer praise for the dawn of this new day. Bless the festivities and fellowship we enjoy now as we express our gratitude to all who make our community a better place to live. And grace us with your loving presence throughout this week of celebration, that our home Erin may be a haven of hospitality for all who come here. Amen.
We have some special guests. We've had some little leprechauns that have been helping us throughout the week prepare for this celebration and this kickoff, and now they are going to come to the front here.
The Houston County Irish celebration that starts today and goes all the way through. Some of our little kids, and they're all dressed.
Do you want to get your picture up on stage?
Later on, the kickoff breakfast. It's the Emerald Awards that will be given out. You'll also find out everybody's www.houstoncochambers.com. That's HoustonCoChambers.com. We also want to remind you that next Tuesday night, the Houston County High School Band that you're hearing playing here this morning, we're doing a band concert at Houston County High School. There'll be a Celtic harvest here at United Methodist Church on Tuesday night. The carnival will be going on all week. Thursday nights, our homecoming jubilee at the Bible Baptist Church here. That starts at 6:30, and we're excited about that. Then Friday will be the Irish banquet at 6 o'clock at Houston County High School. And for Saturday, all the big events, all the arts and crafts, the food booths that'll be going on downtown here, Kitty Parade at 10:30, and the Grand Parade at 11 o'clock. Right now.
We want to thank Kay French, Kathy Smith, all of our wee little leprechauns, and the parents of our beautiful little leprechauns who have honored us with their visit today. We also want to thank Kevin Sauls of the Stewart Houston County Times, Mike Davis with WCBN Channel 12, and Philip Chambers of Solid Gospel 105 for their coverage of the Irish celebration. And now I think our band is going to perform another number for us.
Sleep Began Its Life is an a cappella choral work. The text of the piece is set to an original poem by Charles Anthony Silvestri. The evening hangs beneath the moon, a silver thread on darkened dune. With closing eyes and resting head, I know that sleep is coming soon. Upon my pillow, safe in bed, 1,000 pictures fill my head. I cannot sleep, my mind's aflight, and yet my limbs seem made of lead. If there are noises in the night, a frightening shadow, flickering light, then I surrender unto sleep, where clouds of dream give second sight. What dreams may come, both dark and deep, of flying wings and soaring leap, as I surrender unto sleep. We're now pleased to present Sleep, composed by Eric Whitaker.
Thank you, Mr. Witt. We would like to recognize Megan Rye. She was not able to be with us today. Unfortunately, school came first for her today. But she was the winner of our theme contest, and her entry was Come Here to Celebration. Megan is a junior at Houston County High School. She will be our junior grand marshal for the parade, and her design is on our t-shirts, which we will be very happy to sell you for $10, and they are right outside on the table. They will be at Aaron City Hall for the rest of this week, available. We would also like to recognize our 2011 Miss Houston County, Miss Jamie Renee Tolley. She is the daughter of James and Shelley Tolley. She is a senior at Houston County High School. She is a very accomplished young woman. She's involved in many, many activities and organizations in the community and in her school. She plans to attend Austin Peay next fall and major in pediatric nursing. We also have with us Bella, I'm sorry, I just know you as Bella. Bella Dennis, who is our junior Miss Houston County in the 13th Division. She is the daughter of Greg Dennis and Rhonda Lewis. And we also have our junior Miss Houston County, 11 and 12-year-old division, Allie Broadbent. She is the daughter of Pete and Janet Broadbent. Okay, at this time, if we have any of our, these are such honored people, and it's such a pleasure to be able to introduce them. But all of our previous Lord High Mayors, if they would now stand. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be in a room full of such worthy and wonderful people. We would also like to recognize our previous year Emerald Award winners. And any of them that are present with us today, if you would please stand. Thank you. Okay, I think the band has another selection for us. And now to our much anticipated section of the kickoff breakfast, the announcement of the O.S. Luton Emerald Award winners. And our first presentation will be the Aaron Rotary Club, Ms. Dana Alexander. She'll join us here on stage.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The individual that we selected to honor today is someone that we all know in this community very well. He was born September 1958 in Nashville, Tennessee, to Robert and Emmeline Mitchell. Brother to Robbie, twins Ronnie and Donnie. His sister Nethla was added to their family in Nashville. His sister Melinda joined the group after the family moved to Houston County in 1961. Probably remembered as one of the many kids playing on the hill by Aaron Nazarene Church, Tommy grew up in the church, making it a very important part of his life. His parents taught him to love the Lord first, and both being educators played a huge role in his love for books and history. He graduated from Houston County High School in 1976. In 1980, he married Teresa Averett. They've been married for 31 years and have 3 children. The oldest is Ty, who graduated from APSU with a business degree, works at Reynolds Insurance. Ty is married to Megan Perry Mitchell, and they delighted Tommy by making him Pappy with the birth of Trenton in March 2010. Matt also graduated from APSU with a physics degree and works in Nashville for TVA. Matt is married to Lauren Lewis Mitchell, and in June 2010, they gave Tommy a beautiful granddaughter named Haley. Tommy's third child is daughter Jill. She is a junior at HCHS and blesses Tommy with her sweet, compassionate spirit and a gift of song. Upon graduation, Tommy attended Oak Ridge, then Dixon Votech, and worked many construction-type jobs, some close by, some traveling a great distance. When children became part of his life, he started working closer to home as an insurance agent for Gulf Life Insurance Company that later became American General. In 1988, on his 30th birthday, he decided to go to college. He attended and graduated summa cum laude from Trevecca Nazarene University in 1993. During the entire time, he maintained full-time jobs, coached Little League ball, served on several boards, and all the while made straight A's. He attended Nashville School of Law, graduated in 1999, and passed the bar the following year. In 1993, he went to work for People's Bank. Upon the bank's sale to First American, then again to AmSouth in 1999, Tommy began working on his long-time dream of opening a community bank in Houston County. After many sleepless nights, he quit his job in April 2000 and started the process of organizing a bank. The daunting task of raising several $1 million and of getting the community on board didn't slow him down. Once given permission from the state, he approached the initial organizers of the bank, raising the $5.2 million, and was awarded a certificate of authority in November 2000. This past year, the bank celebrated its 10th year. Today, the bank employs a staff of 22, has a branch in Dixon, and most recently went over $100 million in assets. Tommy is a very faithful, active member of his church, serving on the Financial and Building Committee. He's gone to several work and witness trips and has served on the church board for many years. He served on the board of United Way, Mid-Cumberland, and Football Club. He's an active member of Rotary, a Paul Harris Fellow, and serves on the Rotary board. He is as honest as the day is long, and his love community could not be stronger. He consistently looks for new ways to reinvest his business back into the community, and is a proud Houston County resident. And it is with great honor and pride I present this Emerald Award to Tommy Mitchell.
Okay, and I believe Evelyn Alsabrooks, is she going to be here for to make the presentation with the Lions Club?
Thank you. Well, I'm here to represent my brother. He's still in Florida and he couldn't be here. So I was going to tell a little bit about him. I'm going to receive his award too for him. So I was 13 years old when he was born, and he was born in April the 5th, 1931. And that was 5 years after all of us 5 girls were born before him. And we had our little brother. We called him my little brother, but he's over 6 feet. And his name is Ben Hagler. Most of you know him. I mean, a lot of you do. And he lived in Erin. He was born in Erin up on Walnut Street, and the house is still there. It was once a log house, and Dad just covered it over. But now it's still there. And he lived here about half of his growing up life. And then they lived in Paris and grew up there and went to school down there. And that's because my dad was a railroader on the L&M Railroad, and he moved back and forth all the time. So Ben was, I can't tell too much about him in his childhood, but because I wasn't there while he was growing up. But he moved to Detroit when he was about 17, and I and my sisters were already up there, so he stayed with my sister Dorothy. And he worked and got married and had 2 children, 2 girls. And then he joined the Army Air Force, as it was called then. And they sent him over to, after the first year, they sent him over to French Morocco, Africa, for about 2 years, where he did a lot of sending information, that kind of work, radio work, back to different places, headquarters in different places. That was his job. And then after he's finished serving his time, that was in 52 and 53, and then he was still in the Army another year. And then he went back to Detroit, and he started working for AT&T phone company. And he lived in Detroit, Chicago, New York, and New Jersey, working for them. And he had a real good job there. But then he retired about 1992, I think it was, and he came back to Erin to live. So he did grow up here, and a lot of people know him here, I know. And so he retired, came back here to live. But I will tell you this little part here. When he was 13 years old, he joined the Tennessee State Guard, which they could do that then. I don't know why they could do it so young, but they could. And he with a lot of other young people. And Mr. Carlisle Mitchum was his commander. And everybody knows him, I think, knew him. And then he came back here to live in about 2002, I think it was. And then I will tell about a few things that he has done since he's lived here. He has belonged to the Civil Air Patrol, and he's belonged to the Air Lifeline. That was that they flew people to the hospital that couldn't afford to go, on their own. So they flew them there. He did about 5 or 6 missions, I think. And he also is a member of the American Legion. And he's a member of the Reserve Corps, and he was at one time a member of the Christian Motorcycle Club in Clarksville, because he used to have a motorcycle. And then he's a member of the Golden Agers and of the Men's Fellowship that meets at the Methodist Church, I believe, on Thursdays. And he was a member of he owned an airplane for a while, and he was a member of the Pilots Association too. And then he became a member of the Lions Club in Houston County. And that's who voted him in here to this reward, the Lions Club. And what he does for them, along with all the other guys that help, they helped with the flood cleanup, this bad flood we had not long ago. He worked along the creeks and different places, helping to clean them up. And they work with the Second Harvest Food Bank, helping people, and the Commodities Program, that they load food for people to their cars. And he helps with the eye exams. My daughter helps too, and a lot of others. I don't know how many there are, but what they do, they go to the schools and examined the children's eyes in about the 3rd grade, I believe, and all the schools around here, and also in Dover, I believe, and see if the eyes are okay, and then tell the parents and all that. And get them started good with their glasses if they need them. And then we have yard sales for the Lions Club and the parade, of course, and they do that. And he helps to go out and get advertisements for the football programs, and put them, and they have them printed up in the football program, and then they go to the school, to the games when they have them here, and they sell these football, well, they're a little booklet like, and the money for that, what they get for the money, the Lions Club prints it all, has it all printed up and pays for everything. But then whenever they sell them, I believe they give half to the Lions Club and half to the football team. So it helps a lot of people that way. And I don't have much more to say about it, except, well, I said that he belonged to the State Guard, didn't I? Tennessee State Guard, yeah. And he also joined it again when he came back to Erin. So that's about all I have to say about my brother. I won't tell everything. He couldn't be here, and I know he would like to have been here. Okay.
Thank you for telling us all about your friends. I've asked you to take this award in his place, and we want to thank you and tell him that we're so proud of him, and he does good work in the community.
Thank you.
Know that?
Our second.
Mr. Ray Elliott will make the presentation for, I'm sorry?
Curry Morrison.
Okay. Curry Moore will make the presentation for the Recreation Club.
Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for coming out. When Lisa and I joined the Rec Club about 7 years ago, one of the duties were we got to vote on Emerald Award winners and Lord High Mayor. And I said, what does it qualify to be an Emerald Award winner? They said, well, around 2000, Mayor Ron Largent established this award to give high recognition to people that have given their time and even some cases money in such an unselfish way that they deserve to be recognized. If I look at our club members, which were many, from Ray Elliott to Robert Brown, Leonard Hooper, and Oswald, we have them right here. But no, we don't vote with people in our own club. I said, fair enough. Easy award to give, and we did. Well, this year I would like to announce the Rec Club's 2011 winner. This small town young man from Brownsville, Tennessee, had just graduated from the University of Tennessee Pharmacy School in 1972 when a call came to his mother from Mr. Ryan Hawley, and he was asking if his son would like a great job opportunity. So in July of 1972, Lewis took his young family and moved to Erin, where he worked for Dr. O.S. Luton, Mr. Wes Pfluger, and Ron Hawley at Family Pharmacy. And in 4 years, he became sole owner of the pharmacy for the next 25 years. And he once said, what great mentors that was to have those three behind him. The first two friends that Lewis found was Larry Nave and Gary Taylor. And from that moment on, there was a family bond made between our families that lasts as strong as ever, even today. Larry invited Lewis to the Houston County JCs, to join the JCs. And at that moment, a lifetime bond was made in serving this community. It seems that junior Pee Wee football was suspended indefinitely from being in Houston County because of cheating. They were $5,000 in debt. The JCs were ready to start off and start it over again. They asked, had anybody played football? Well, of course, Dad and Larry raised their hands. We do. So they put them in charge. With help from Page and Taylor's down here in Clarksville, Tennessee, they started back what is now junior pro football. $5,000 in debt and having to buy all new equipment and everything. In 1 year, it was totally paid for and in the clear and working in the black. Lewis served as president as junior pro for 16 years and coached both his sons, myself and Miller, and many other young men for almost 20 years. Dad said once how it still makes him feel proud when men call him coach. But to me, I think his proudest moment of his junior pro days is when he was coaching his son Miller and we beat Waverly for the very first time in this school's history. It made me awful proud too. In 1990, starting a new league for the Houston County, that is now the Houston County Middle School, he approached myself and Jerry Lynn Baggett because junior pro football had a limit on kids that could not play, and there was a gap of kids from weight or age that could not play football. They approached us with the other members like Sid Vinson, Larry Nave, Gary Taylor, and said, would y'all please start this league up? We started it up and it was successful, which then turned into the middle school football program we have now. Lewis served in every office in the JCs, including president. He also coached baseball. He taught hunter safety for years, and he has taught many, many young men that are even in this room, has affected their life in one way or another, if it was through football, baseball, or hunter safety. Lewis became a Master Mason in 1973. After going both to the York Rite and Scottish Rite, he became a Shriner in 1980. He became the first charter president of the Houston County Shrine Club and is also involved in such organizations as Houston County Chamber of Commerce, where he did serve chapter president, and also the Bass Club, Irish Club, and many other offices. Where was he just not a participant of the club, but he went on as his time to lead the clubs. His civic duties include, he was a Houston County School Board member, he was in Houston County Court Commissioner, he was in the Erin City Council, including Vice Mayor. There was even a time he became a deputy sheriff, and there he became a sergeant, and he's also a firearm instructor. But today, with his wife Donna, Lewis enjoys raising cattle, cutting hay, watching all his grandchildren, Noah and Drayton, play ball, and even the newly funded track club team that is starting up. He is presently serving as co-superintendent at the Cedar Valley Methodist Church and very active in the Relay for Life. Dad is still participating. He still practices pharmacy at Kmart in Dixon and is looking forward to retiring someday, just sitting back and messing with his cows. A few things that people don't know about Dad was in the small town of, and as they say, Bronzeville, down in Tennessee, that he had his father, after leaving working at the cotton compress, would come in, and they had one of the largest small engine shops there was in the southwest Tennessee. He can fix anything there is on a mower, lawnmower, whatever. And a lot of people don't realize it, but he spent many, many years sitting there turning the wrench and getting grease under them nails. My granddaddy once told me, laughing, he said, I could have made your father a rich man, but he decided to get educated. Another thing few people know is he's probably one of the few people, if not the only person, here in Houston County that still goes back to his roots and he grows his cotton every year. One of his dearest friends made a comment one time. He said, you can love them, you can like them, or you can hate them. but you will always respect him because you always know where you stand because he doesn't hold nothing back. At this time, I would like to present my father, the Emerald Award, my best friend, our Emerald Award. Thank you. I was more nervous doing this than anything I've ever done. There's a plaque somewhere.
And now, for the Chamber of Commerce Emerald Award, Brian and Tim Claiborne will come forward and make the presentation.
We're already arguing who's going to go first. So we do that a lot at work. You know, it's an honor for us to be able to present the Emerald Award through the Chamber of Commerce to our dad, Bill Claiborne. And I was trying to think of something to say, or I had plenty to say, but Brian was going to do a part. But I had a letter that, or not a letter, my oldest daughter Megan had wrote a person I most admired when she was in middle school, and I thought, well, that'd be good for me to read. So I'm going to read that to you for my part. Bill Claiborne is a person of worthy admiration. He is a strong Christian with much dedication to his church. In my family, he holds much respect, not just because he is the oldest, but because he has been a teacher to all of us in one or many different areas of our lives. Most importantly, he is a grandfather of 4 who each love and respect him dearly, and because of the positive influence he has bestowed upon each of us. Dedication in the church is an important part of my grandfather's life. He and my grandmother not only participate in activities provided by the church, but are also members of different volunteer boards that make important decisions. Also, he has been a member of the same church ever since he was an infant, therefore other young members respect him. Throughout not only my life, but also the rest of my family's lives, Grandfather has been a teacher and a leader to each of us in one way or another. He and his wife has raised 2 sons, Tim, my father, and Brian, my uncle. He taught them what hard work and dedication is. Not only has he been an example to his sons, but to the rest of the family also. He always seems to find something positive in everything each of us does, and supports it strongly. This, I believe, has influenced me to do the same as I grow older. Bill Claiborne's most important role in the family is being a grandfather. He has done so much for each of us and has engraved memories in each of our hearts that each of us will never forget. At church, when I was a small child who didn't, I get tore up.
Every summer since I was small, he's taken all of his Sorry. At church, when I was a small child who didn't care much to listen in church, he would keep me entertained by making paper airplanes, and as soon as the sermon was over, we'd go outside and fly them. There are small things like this that each of us will remember and cherish our grandfather for. Bill Claiborne is a most accomplished man. He is an admired and active man of the church. In my family, he's a respected teacher who is loved and adored by each of us. This is a man that should be respected in every aspect of his life. He has done so much for so many.
I can finish that out for me.
And just some of the things that Dad has done over his life. After graduating from Erin High School, as it was called at that time, he enrolled at Austin Peay University. Before graduating, he knew he'd probably get drafted, so he decided to volunteer with some of his friends to go ahead and go join the Air Force. During that time, he served in Korea. After that was over, he came back to Austin Peay, finished up and graduated. After he graduated from Austin Peay, he came back, this was in the early 50s, came back to Erin to work in the grocery store with my granddaddy, his dad. He worked there until 2009 when he retired. 1956, he married Betty Gafford from Cup Creek Community over in Stewart County. 1959 I was born, and Tim was born in 61. And during these past several years, he has been a Boy Scout leader, served in the Civitan and Rotary Club as president, served on the school board, served on the Erin Housing Authority board, served as a volunteer firefighter, was on the board of the Austin Peay Alumni Association. He is a member of the Wisdom Lodge and also served as a DMLA advisor, and also served on various church boards at the Erin Methodist Church. So at this time, we'd like to present our dad with the Chamber of Commerce's 2011 Emerald Award.
Grab the stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And now Miss Betty McKinnon will come forward, and she's going to announce our 2011 Lord High Mayor.
Bang, I have arrived. Thank you, Melissa. Our Lord High Mayor for the year 2011 was born and raised in Houston County. He attended Hensley School through the 10th grade and then transferred to Burt High School in Clarksville, where he graduated. While attending Burt High, he was an outstanding baseball player. He later played with the Erin Black Baseball League, the Erin Twins, and the Erin Stars. Then Uncle Sam sent him a greetings to join the United States Army, and he served in the Army for 2 years and 27 days. Knows right to the day. After his Army discharge, he returned home, and he went to work for Simpson Stone Company and later Southern Gauge. Then he was later employed by TVA Cumberland, where he retired after 26 years service. This young man is a very proud and active member of the Little Rock Baptist Church. When they were building their new church, he was one of their champion fundraisers. He vigorously supports all their programs, especially the youth program. He is a member of the American Legion Post 226 and has served as their commander for 16 years. As a longtime member of the NAACP, he was active in the community's integration of schools and factories. He has been amazing in the Lone Star Lodge for 48 years. He was a member of Boy Scout Troop number 561, and he has coached Little League Baseball and also Junior Pro Football. He is actively working with the inmates of the Houston County Jail, and he serves on the Erin Community Cemetery Board. On April 25th, 1994, he was appointed as a member of the Planning Commission and the Board of Zoning and Appeals for the City of Erin, where he has served faithfully for the past 17 years, and hopefully he will serve many more years. He has served as Vice Chair and Secretary of these boards. He is the son of the late Donald Cooksey Askew and is married to the former Elsie Dunlap, and they are blessed with 4 sons, Chris, Jeff, Donnie, and Troy, and 4 grandchildren. I am proud to announce the Lord High Mayor of 2011 goes to a person who is a credit to his heritage, his race, his fellow man, his church, and his community. This honor could not go to a more deserving person, and I am honored to call him my friend, although he probably will never, ever believe anything I tell him from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present your new Lord High Mayor, Donald Edward Cooksey.
have asked Ray Elliott, one of our past Lord High Mayors, to please put the coat on Donald.
The 2011 Lord High Mayor presented to Donald Cooksey for his outstanding loyalty and service to Houston County.
We have just a few brief announcements before we close. Following the program, we asked our new Lord High Mayor, Donald Cooksey, and the new Emerald Award winners to please come to the stage for pictures. Don't forget, the Irish Banquet and Silent Auction, sponsored by the Houston County Chamber of Commerce, is next Friday, March 18th at 6:00 p.m. at the Houston County High School. Tickets are on sale here at Aaron City Hall for $25. They will not be sold at the door. And silent auction items are still being accepted and can be brought to the Aaron City Hall. The carnival, sponsored by the Houston County Recreation Club, starts Tuesday, March 15th, and will go through Saturday, March 19th. Wednesday and Thursday are $15 armband nights, and Friday is $1 a ride night. The Grand Parade, sponsored by the Houston County Chamber of Commerce, will start at 11 a.m. on March 19th, and will start at the Houston County Middle School and will end downtown. Before the Grand Parade, there's a Leprechaun Parade, which will start at 10:45 a.m. At the Aaron Church of Nazarene. Also, there are over 100 arts and craft booths that will be set up in downtown Aaron on March 19th, organized by the Houston County Chamber of Commerce. The Houston County Arts Council will sponsor the Irish Harp Orchestra on March 15th at 7:00 p.m. at the Aaron United Methodist Church, and this event is free and open to the public. The Aaron Rotary Club will host the Rotary Golf Tournament tomorrow, March 12th at 8:00 a.m. at Paris Landing State Park. The Houston County High School Wind Ensemble, under the direction of Mr. William Witt, will perform their March concert on March 15th at 7:00 p.m. And this event is also open to the public and is free. Grace Broadcasting will sponsor the Homecoming Jubilee March 17th at 6:30 p.m. at Bible Baptist Church. And this event is free and open to the public. And just a reminder, all of these and other events are listed on the Houston County Chamber of Commerce website at www.houstonCoChamber.com.
And Melinda, the fair is having the demolition derby at 2 on Saturday after the parade. And our, you'll stand up, Leslie. Our Fairest of the Fair is here representing us as well, Miss Leslie Stanfield.
Okay. Thank you. We would like to thank Mr. William Witt and his award-winning Houston County High School Band. Mr. Witt would also like for me to thank everyone for their support of the Houston County High School Band programs. The financial and loyal support of the community has given the band programs the opportunity to continue to succeed to their fullest potential. We want to thank Johnny Baggett and the staff of Heritage Bank for sponsoring this kickoff breakfast. And we want to thank everyone for coming, joining us today for the kickoff breakfast, and be sure to participate in all the other many activities that we have planned for the week. And now, yes. Oh, and Becky wants to remind everyone, we have on display some of our auction items that will be available the night of the silent auction, March 18th, that's Friday night. Okay, she was just saying that if you have any items you would like to donate, we will be taking the donations up till, did you say Friday night? Okay, earlier Friday. Okay, and now St. Patrick, Kim Walls, in honor of our week of celebrating all things Irish, will give us an Irish blessing to send us on our journey.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall softly, upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.
Well, that wraps us up here at the Irish Breakfast. So start off there, as y'all have heard the winners and everything, and we'll be with you here for the entire festivities throughout the coming week there. So this is WCBN Channel 12 closing out here.